Skate Talk Online, the ultimate figure skating resource.
Hi, I'm Christina Carreira.
I'm Anthony Ponomarenko.
And we're the current Junior World Silver medalists.
When you first started skating, were you interested in ice dancing at all? Christina, let's start with you.
I wasn't really aware of it when I first started skating. And then I went to a competition with my mom, and I saw these beautiful girls in pretty dresses, so I wanted to try it. And that's kind of how I got started.
And Anthony, your situation is a little bit different, obviously. But you did, for people that don't know, your parents are three-time Olympic medalists, including the gold in 1992. You started as a single skater as well. Did they kind of push you into wanting to be an ice dancer as well, or did you end up liking it?
I knew that I would eventually do ice dance just because my parents were ice dancers. They let me explore freestyle just because I love doing it. But at one point they told me, Anthony, it's time to switch to ice dance.
Talk a little bit about when you were initially paired up. How did it come about? And did you get along well in the beginning?
So we met actually when we were 10 years old at Lake Placid, and we didn't really talk or anything, and then we started going to Igor about once a month with our previous partners, and we kind of broke up with them around the same time. Then Igor had us try out, but I think we got along right away.
Yeah, we've never actually gotten
an argument.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about how your day goes, like Monday through Friday during high season.
So I attend school in the morning. I go 7:15 to 10:15. So she's usually sleeping, beauty sleep. But I'm at school 7:15 to 10:15, and then I get a little break, and we start at 11:45. From there, we have probably like a 1.5 to 2 hour session.
Well, I wake up around 8:30, which is very nice. And then I have breakfast, I do school for a couple hours. Then I go to the rink to warm up, get on 11:45 until 1:45. Then we have like a 30-minute break. And then we get back on around 2:15 until 3:45. And then we either have workout, hip hop, or ballet.
Depending on the day.
Yeah. And then I come home, have dinner, do more school, and I go to sleep.
And then on the weekends, do you do anything skating oriented? Is there any like off ice training that they have you do, or is it just completely free time?
It's free, but we work out once at some point in the weekend.
Yeah,
we have a little workout.
We occasionally do gyrotonic with Veronique Green. That's usually our Saturday morning, just to get our bodies feeling well for Monday.
What ice dance teams did you look up to, and do you look up to now? Did you have role models, Anthony, besides your parents, that you looked up to?
Yes, of course. The current Olympic champions, Tess and Scott, of course. Everyone looks up to them. They changed ice dance forever. But also Nikita Kostolapov. I feel like he really, really redefined ice dance in Sochi, so I look up to him as a skater.
And Christina?
Tessa and Scott have been my favorites since day one, 2010. I love Meryl and Charlie. And this year I'm a big fan of Bukin.
You had a really successful junior career, 2 medals at the World Junior Championships. And in the last Olympic quad, we saw a really steady move up at both U.S. Nationals and at Junior Worlds. With this new quad, you're in seniors, and you've already competed at 2 Challenger Series events this season, and you won medals in both. What are the biggest differences that you've noticed between junior and senior competitions?
For me, it's the people, and it's how calm they are, and how for them it's normal. Like, it's not a big deal to just go out and compete, and I like that a lot better. It calms me down, competition.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody's more chill. Like, of course, senior, everyone's more mature. Everyone kind of supports each other in a way. It's fun. Senior's fun.
And speaking of senior events, later this week, you'll be in Helsinki for the first ever Grand Prix that's in Finland. And then later on, you're at the Russian Grand Prix. Do you have any goals or expectations for the Grand Prix? And are you nervous?
Our goal is to skate great programs at both Grand Prix. and to show improvement from our senior Bs. We've been working really hard, so I think we'll be able to show that.
Yeah, we just want to go out there and show that we can compete at the senior level. We're still very young, so a lot of people have doubts, and we just want to show that we're confident in our skating and that we can compete at this level.
And then looking forward, leading up to Beijing, do you have any goals year by year?
We want to take it 1 year at a time, but also making the Beijing Olympic team would be great. That's definitely one of our goals. There are so many good ICM teams in the U.S. that we're aware it's going to be very tough, but to keep working hard, we can do it.
Yeah, just keep climbing the U.S. ice dance ladder. It's going to be a tough competition, and we respect our competition, so we wish everyone luck, but we're really excited. Yeah.
You mentioned that you've worked with Igor Spielban since you were 10 years old. This year, you are working full-time with him, and Pasquale Camerlengo joined the group. What is it like working with Igor? He really, I mean, when you were not even born yet, was really establishing American ice dancing to be where it's at today.
Yeah.
So what is it like working with him, and what's it like working with Pasquale now?
I think Igor is the best technical coach in the world. He takes the Tango Romantica and he goes step by step with us, and he tells us where to place each other and exactly how to do the steps. And I don't think any other coach in the world can do that as well as he does. And working with Pasquale is great. He's very different. He's more about all the connections and how to skate to the music. So they're a great mix.
In the past, you worked with Fabian Borzat of France and Greg Zerling, who used to skate for the United States. Both are pretty funny guys. I'd say they're really outgoing. Any funny stories, anything you remember specifically from training that really sticks out with them?
Everything with Greg. We traveled so much with him, but we have so many great memories. We adore him.
We really enjoyed working with both of them, especially Greg. Greg kind of was like the good cop. Igor was the bad cop. I would say, like, not really, but Greg was very positive. He traveled with us to most competitions, so we're really grateful for him. Even if he's with another group now, we're grateful that he worked with us.
So let's talk a little bit about your programs this year. First of all, little trivia. In the rhythm dance this year, the pattern is Tango Romantica, which actually, Anthony, your parents, at their last eligible competition, that was the compulsory dance that they skated. Yeah. So, first of all, do they have any advice for you on how to perform this dance? Any tips in general about skating that you've learned over the years specifically from them?
We worked a lot with my mom. At the beginning of the year, when we decided to move senior, she came and she worked with us on the Tango Romantica. She kind of like laid it out and gave us the little like secrets, because it is a very difficult dance. So she gave us the little like tips that we need to do, the body leans and everything. So she worked with us on the background of the dance. She just worked a lot with us on it.
She kind of like taught us how to get through it.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't for a while. And it's great working with a girl for me, because she really tells me where to place myself and how the movement should look like.
As far as the music goes for the rhythm dance, did you have input in what you were skating to, or was it kind of suggested to you and then worked from that?
Actually, this year was kind of suggested to us. Normally we bring it in, but Igor had this idea because the Tango Romantica was created to Jealousy Tango. So he had to skate the pattern through it, and since it was created to that, all the musical accents matched the movements. So we thought that'd be a good match. And then Igor's been listening to the Yo Soy Maria for years. He's wanted his team to skate to it. So this year he offered it to us, and it's great music. So we were really happy about it.
And then for your free dance, you are skating to a medley by Tokyo Myers.
Yeah.
How did you find this music, and what would you say is the theme or the feeling that you're trying to convey with the program?
I actually suggested the music. I've been listening to Tokyo Myers since he first won Britain's Got Talent. He came out with an album in December, and we were looking for new programs around January, so I thought it was a perfect time to show the music. We improv to it about like 1 or 2 months. We didn't really get the feel for it at first, but like his music is great. His whole album is amazing, so we decided to finally skate to it. We mashed a couple pieces together, and one of the pieces is Claire de Lune, and it's been something that hasn't been able to be skated to just because it doesn't have a tempo. And I think Tokyo Myers did a good job of adding a tempo to it, so we decided to use that as well. And I feel like the feeling we give is like youth.
Yeah, like almost, young love.
Yeah, just because we're still young, we don't want to show any like hardcore emotions. We just want to show that we're like light and young, basically.
This year we've been really trying to mature skating and mature the way we express in music. So we've been working on our skating skills a lot, and
yeah, just our overall look. The big switch from junior to senior is difficult, and one of the main things is just the look of the team, just the maturity that they give, the confidence in their steps. So Igor has been working really hard on just showing confidence in our skating.
First of all, Anthony, what does extreme ironing mean, and why do you love it so much?
That is actually a joke. Every year I choose a hobby.
Oh my God!
Like one of my hobbies is always a joke, and I found extreme ironing to be one of the coolest hobbies. I watched the YouTube videos. It's competitions on how people can like iron 10 shirts, and basically who does it the fastest wins. So my first 2 hobbies are hockey and food. I'm really into the San Jose Sharks, and of course food. I love food. I love eating.
You love everything, right? I think I saw that you put you love all food or something. Yeah.
I haven't had a food that I dislike yet. And then extreme ironing. Last year was diving. This year is extreme ironing. So yeah, I just choose a random hobby just to add a little humor to my.
Okay, so leading into this, Christina, you like cooking. So what do you cook, and what is the best dish do you think you've made for Anthony, since he loves everything?
So cooking, I kind of have to cook because my mom's not here to cook for me, and he's actually a much better cook than me. So I've never actually cooked for him. But I like making like salmon with veggies. That's probably my go-to.
For both of you, Christina, you can answer first. Your favorite element?
Twizzles.
Anthony?
I think I would also say Twizzles.
Anything but spin, really.
I would agree with that, yeah. We hate doing spin.
Yeah? Favorite TV shows, Christina?
Grey's Anatomy, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been like, it's her 4th time going through.
No, it's third.
Third time. Mine is Game of Thrones. I'm rewatching it for the 4th time, especially with the new season coming up in April. And a couple shows is White Collar and Blacklist.
Favorite books?
I don't know. I think anything from the Harry Potter series.
I'm currently reading Bill Bryson's The History of Everything, and that's my 2nd time reading through it just because it's like a fun sciencey book and he adds humor to science. So it's my current read.
Favorite foods, if you can just pick one thing, what would your favorite food be? I know Anthony's not going to give me an answer.
He's not going to be able to answer, but my sushi.
Sushi? Okay.
Yeah.
Anthony, name 10 things that you like.
Okay, so my mom used to make these like homemade pan-fried potatoes. Yeah, so that's something like I love, and I usually eat it when I'm sick because it makes me happy. So that's something that's definitely on my list. I just love food. Yeah.
No, that was one thing.
But like the pan-fried potatoes.
Yeah.
That's the number one.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have favorite movie?
Ooh.
That's a hard one. Of course. I don't know mine.
I love the movie. I don't know. So Shutter Island, I think, is my favorite movie, just because of the depth, not the depth, the depth of it, the secret meaning, and I don't know.
I really have no idea.
I liked Whiplash.
Oh,
Whiplash was good. Yeah.
Do either of you play video games?
Yeah.
I don't. He plays a lot.
Okay. Anthony, favorite video game?
So it was Fortnite until Black Ops 4 came out. So now I'm currently playing that. But my absolute favorite would be, I think, the original Halo.
Okay.
Yeah. Or the first Black Ops. I just want to say that I appreciate our CPOM fans. They've really helped us out, and especially with the new thing, they made like a few items that they can sell, and they said they would donate that to our GoFundMe page. So I'm really appreciative of like everything they've done for us. Some fans even traveled 10 hours to see us. We had a competition in Salt Lake City. A fan came out from Los Angeles, and that's pretty cool.
She was so sweet. She
Yeah.
gave us this book with all the fan letters in it, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
Aww.
Her name's Tiffany. I'm Christina.
I'm Anthony.
Please watch the Helsinki Grand Prix this weekend.
Thank you, guys.